Hello and welcome. I'm Laura, Canva Creator Ambassador for the UK, and I'm here to share my different tips and features and knowledge on Canva with you. So today we're going to look at something a little bit more arty, using fonts and using an image. It's something you can do and it looks lovely. You could have it printed, you could use it as a gift for someone. I'm going to show you exactly what I mean when I go over to my screen. Okay, so this is the kind of thing we're going to be doing. You could add a song, you could add a story, you could just add a poem, anything that you've written or something that you've found on the internet, for example. This would be an amazing gift for someone. We're using a photo and we're using text boxes. As you can see, the text is still faintly over the actual image, but darker in the background. So there's a way of doing this. I'm going to show you exactly how we do this today. I've got a blank template. We need an image. First of all, we need a blank template and we need an image. So I'm going to just look at one I've already used. So for example, this one, I'll show you this one. We need to make this the same size as our background template. And we need to duplicate it. So we have two, okay? The background one, I would just lock in place so it doesn't move, but keep this one free. So next we need our text. So add yourself a new page and a text box. And what you can use is, I will use a lorem ipsum text, but you can use a story, you can use a song, you can use whatever you want to use for your background text. So I'm using just general lorem ipsum and I'm going to paste it in so it starts to fill my text box. I'm going to just duplicate it and then close up any gaps. You don't really want the gaps. And the next thing you need to do, let me just add a little more text in there. Close up any gaps. Okay, so we want to go to the alignment. We don't want left, we want justified. We want it exactly the same on both sides so it fills the whole page. Continue closing up some gaps. It's changed my text. There we go, justified. This is what we want. Right, so I now have my text. You now need to add a font. You can have any font you want, but I really like the handwritten font. So something like the Amsterdams are really lovely. It does change the size of the text box, so just make sure it fills the whole thing. Okay, so I now have my text. So I'm going to change this to white because I'm putting it onto a dark image. And I'm going to add a lift effect to it, just so it lifts a little bit. And then I need to download this as an image with a transparent background. I only want that particular page, so I can take the others out and I can select that page, and then you download. Then you need to upload it back to Canva. I have one I've already done here. And you add it onto your image. So we've got two. I want to add this on top of the original image, but not this one. This one, I want to go to edit and click remove background. If you're on Pro, you'll have this feature. If not, you can go to a website called remove.bg and it will do it for you. So now I'm going to align my man on top of the original image underneath. And then I'm going to go back to my uploads, back and add another text box. So I want to align this as well on top of the original. So it will be a little bit fiddly, but you can get it to align. There we go. Okay, so now if I click edit image, I then have these different controls. So I can change the brightness, I can change the exposure, blur, there's all sorts you can change. And I'm going to give it a slight blur. So I want it to still be there, but I want it to have a slight blur. And then I can change the transparency. So you start to see that image coming out. There we go. So now you can see I have added an image at the background, my text on top, and another image on that with no background, and then another layer of text. And I've just slightly given it a blur, and I've changed the transparency to about 59-60, so you can still see that image coming through. And that is how we do it. I would love to see you have a go at this and post them into my Facebook group. I'll pop the link in the comments, so definitely have a go at this, and I would love to see you post them in the group. There you go. What did you think? Will you have a go? Will you post it into my Facebook group? I would love to see them. I really would. You can do this with any image. And like I say, songs, poems, stories, anything that you've written yourself, you can do this with. You can do this for a child. Something maybe a bit more childlike, maybe a comic-y type image. You can have it printed and hung in their rooms. It's a really fun tutorial. It gets you using images. It gets you experimenting with the different features with images, and it gives you something really lovely at the end. So I really hope you've enjoyed this short tutorial. If so, please make sure you follow and subscribe me, because I've got loads of stuff coming up in the year. So that's it for now. See you later.